Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. The following footage that you're about to see was recorded at a few different permissions between Christmas and the second week in January. Warning, this is a pest control video. If you're not comfortable watching this content, please switch off now. You have been warned. First off, here we are at a cold, foggy, miserable morning at one of my perms in North Yorkshire. And this was the first visitor of the morning. It decided the first twice to go and bury its stash. On the third time, it was a little bit of a different outcome. And here's number two. Now this one was very, very wary about going to the feeder. Obviously because it could see the dead grey underneath and it wasn't too happy about it. Eventually it relented and headed down to the feeder to pick up a seed, and then it just headed back up to the roof of the feeder. Sadly, this was it for feeder number one. So after 10 o'clock, I headed up to the second feeder on this permission. Sadly, feeder number two wasn't very productive at all, and I only ended up bagging the one grey. Here I am now at one of my residential permissions, and unfortunately this one too wasn't very productive at all. This second grey had no intention of going up to the feeder, so it was just a case of sit and wait for it to turn round and drop it where it sat. I'm now on one of my farm permissions. I was up here before 7:30, well before it was light. And apart from this early rabbit, it took over 3 hours for the first grey squirrel to arrive. If you live in the County Durham area, please pop in to Wheatley Hill Pet and Corn and help support small local businesses. Just over an hour for number 2 to come along from the right hand side. And that was it for this perm again. So these early mornings haven't yielded anywhere near as many greys as I thought they would. And here comes the claret, all over me 0 and target. Yet another very early morning, but this time on one of my localish perms. This grey tipped up really early before there was very much light at all. Looking back, I really should have recorded this in night vision mode. Now bearing in mind, this was the first grey of the morning, it was very, very wary about going down to the feeder. No idea why. It's not as if there was dead greys underneath, so that couldn't be the excuse. But as you can see, it's very, very fidgety. While I was waiting for the greys to appear, it was nice just to sit and watch the woodpeckers doing what they like to do. The first grey arrived just before 10 to 8, and it was 11:33, nearly 4 hours later, before the second one decided to tip up. Only 10 minutes after number 2 arrived, number 3 came down the tree, and it was at this point I had my hopes up for a decent bag, but unfortunately my efforts were going to be thwarted. It's now just gone 12 o'clock, and this was the 4th visitor of the morning, and unfortunately the last. Stayed till just after 2 o'clock, which was just under 7 hours sitting in the hide for 4 squirrels. So these early mornings, this last couple of weeks, haven't panned out too well. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed watching the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and put a comment in the comment box. In the meantime, here's 2 from the archive for you to watch.